Hello electric scooter enthusiasts, welcome back to the channel, the EMOBILIST. We are here reviewing these scooters, all from the brand VMAX. It's a Swiss-based brand, so you got best quality. We got three different models. One is the affordability meets performance, so this is the entry level, the VX5 Pro for $249. This one is VX2 PRO. It's $599, and here you have outstanding performance and range. And this one is the flagship model. It's the VX4, where you actually have flagship and comfort because this is the only one with suspension front and rear. So we have $249, $599, $899. These are the different prices, and as you can see, this one is pretty small and light. This one is pretty big and heavy, so that's one disadvantage of the VX4. However, you got lots of comfort on this one and lots of range. So what we got here, we have in this one a maximum power of 800 watts from the rear motor, and here we have a maximum power of 1300 watts of the rear motor, and here we have a maximum power of 1600 watts of the rear motor, and you can really feel the difference, especially when you are trying to climb a hill. So this one, they say, has a hill climbing capability of 25%. I tried it. In the end, I would say you really have to do some curves in order to get that hill climbed. With this one, they say you get a hill climbing capability of 33%, and I would say yes, definitely you can do it with this one. So hill climbing capabilities are all good for all of them compared to other scooters because they come from Switzerland, so they know what they're doing. But for sure, these two are the ones where I would say, well, you have really proper hill climbing capabilities. Now, let's go to the range. We have, for all of them, we always have a LT model, a ST model, and a GT model. So you can choose that on the website if you want to go for the short range, the standard range, or the long range. So LT like low, S like standard, and G like grande, for instance. So which one you choose depends on how much range you actually need. For sure, the more the range, the more the price. So in the end, what we have here, if you want to take this one, you have a maximum range of 22 miles for the long range version. Here you have a maximum range of 37 miles. And with this one, you have a maximum range of 62 miles, which is really enormous, I would say. But you can see from the battery, it's pretty big. So therefore, I can understand that here you got lots of range, but therefore it's kind of heavy. What is the maximum weight of the passenger? For this one, it's 265 pounds, 287 pounds, and this one is 330 pounds maximum weight of the passenger. And what is the speed? Well, all of these, I think they all have a boost mode. So you can kind of trick the scooter a little bit. There are some secret button sequences what you can push into it. For this one, for instance, it's 5 times the on-off button. And then you got the boost mode. So in boost mode, but you can all find that on the VMAX website. So in the boost mode, you have a maximum speed from 25 miles per hour here, 24 miles per hour here, and 18 miles per hour here. As you can see, they have a different naming for the versions with a blinker. So these ones, they all are the Pro versions. So you can see they all have a blinker, which is pretty good because at nighttime you want to show some people where you're actually going. So you can see the different blinkers here. All of them have good lights, very powerful lights in the front and in the back. They all have the blinker system here. And this one has a pretty cool feature as well because you can see it got a different display. So this one has navigation system on the display. So you can actually use your app from the VMAX website. You can download the app, or you actually get it from the App Store.
Take a
And then
U-turn.
you run the navigation system on your phone, but it's kind of mirrored to this display. So you see a turn-by-turn navigation on the display. So whenever you're kind of driving through a city where you don't really know where to go, you can just use this display as a navigation system, which is a pretty cool feature of the VX4. All of these scooters are foldable scooters. It is pretty simple to fold them. Just have to unlock this one, and then you can kind of click it in here. So this one has a very, very simple folding mechanism, and it's very, very easy to handle, which is pretty good for this one. So I don't really like the folding mechanism of this one. The mechanism is pretty much the same, but if you can see here now, it doesn't click itself into the lock here, so you have to kind of navigate your way through here. And it's kind of heavy as well, but that's okay. But if you lift it down, then it unfolds already. So this is not really good for commuting purposes, because on a subway, I would normally just have it, take it, let it down, and then I have to take it again to get out of the subway, for instance. This wouldn't work on that scooter here. So yeah, folding mechanisms on these two are pretty nice. Folding mechanism on this one is not that good. However, this is not really a commuter scooter. This is more a performance scooter, which you probably just fold if you want to put it in your car. So that's why it's okay. But these ones are really good for folding purposes, because they have this automatic lock system, and that's really well engineered. For sure, the VX4 is the flagship, so that's why it's the most expensive one. However, you get a lot from this because you have front and rear suspension as well. But it depends on your use case, what you really want to do. So if you want to have an entry-level scooter, I would say let's go for this one because it's really cheap. Starts with $249. If you want to commute a little bit and you really want to have fun, and this one is really powerful, and I would say compared the weight power ratio is much better here, because you have pretty much the same power here as here. You got 1,300 watts max, 1,600 watts max here, but the weight is way less on this. So if you actually ride the scooter and you stand a little bit like this, you will lift the front tire when you actually pull the throttle. So this is very, very powerful. So from a power weight ratio, this is even better than this. So, but if you want to have comfort and you really drive on bumpy roads and you want to have a navigation system as well, then I would go for the VX4, because this is the only one they have with the front and rear suspension as well, and it has a navigation system. However, I like these buttons for the blinker a little bit better, because I can show you can just click on the left side and then it turns left. Here it's like buttons a little bit different. Well, I mean, you get used to it. It doesn't really matter too much. But this is your choice. So it depends on your use case, what you really want to do. So in the end, I would say all of these scooters are really nice scooters. I like the brand VMAX very much. I've been driven, I don't know, maybe 50 different scooters already. I know a lot about scooters. You can check out my other videos on my channel. Most of them are in German because I'm from Germany, but that's where the magic happens, I would say. So we really know how scooters work, and we have a lot of hills as well. So that's why I'm an engineer as well. So we know what we're talking about. I sold all my other scooters. I only kept the VMAX scooters because I really like quality. And here you have really good quality for a very attractive price. So once again, VX5 is affordability meets performance. VX2 PRO is outstanding performance and range. And this one is the flagship and comfort. The VX4, the most expensive one, however, probably the most comfortable and the most sophisticated one. So thank you very much for watching my video. Click the subscribe button that you don't miss any other videos. Here are some more videos in English, so just click on this playlist so you see all the English videos of me and my channel. Well, and then thank you very much. See you next time. Have a good day. Bye bye.